Sometimes, like finding yourself homeless, change is needed. Video game franchises have regularly updated or rebooted themselves so as to stay fresh and hip and peng, or whatever the youths say nowadays. While many find favour with such bold changes, even the most favoured titles can fall afoul of colossal f***ups when messing with their core elements. And as much as the developers on this list would like you to forget such terrible mistakes, I won't let that happen. With this in mind, I'm Jules the Southwest Savage for WhatCulture.com, here with a list of the 10 most head-scratchingly awful video game redesigns. Number 10. Silent Hill Book of Memories. When you think of Silent Hill, you probably think spoops. Spoopy monsters, spoopy towns, and honest-to-God spoopy soundtracks. You probably don't think hack-and-slash dungeon crawler, and with good reason, because that would be a terrible thing and another nail in the franchise's coffin. Oh, hello Silent Hill Book of Memories. There's not even a semblance of horror in this title, which sees you and 3 unlucky friends smash your way through air quotes iconic locations. And the constant loot drops, power-ups, and the ability to decimate foes feels about as Silent Hills as a beautiful trip to the Bahamas with your loved ones. Number 9. Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm putting this abomination near the top of this list because I'd really like to scrub my brain of its existence, but also because I know that some people will argue it's not a remake, which to that I argue it clearly is because they've called it Sonic the Hedgehog. Not Sonic and the Tale of Bestial Love, not Sonic Baby's first programming session, but Sonic the Hedgehog, meaning that Sega wanted you to believe that this was on par and to be recognised as their original title. But you know what, I'm not going to say anymore because this game actively causes terminal illness and is at least 90% responsible for all depression ever. Number 8. TMNT Turtles in Time Reshelled. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time is one of the best arcade beat-em-ups in existence, and you can goddamn well quote me on that. So when a remake of this reptilian romp was announced, I was certifiably talked. Then I played this steaming hot mess of primary coloured vomit and was left more let down than an inflatable sex doll in the hands of Shredder. The controls were janky, the original soundtrack was removed, and they even took out the Technodrome level because fun is apparently not on the menu. It's seriously bad when a remake has less content than the original game, and even worse when it's dragging your beloved childhood characters through the mud. Number 7. Def Jam Icon. Def Jam Fight for New York is a brilliant gem of a game. I honestly can't express how a title based around rappers fighting and where Snoop Dogg is a crime kingpin works as well as it does, but it just does. Now EA, for some reason, gave the rights of the game to Kuno Tsunoda, a man who went on record to state that hip-hop and wrestling don't mix. Excuse me? You mean the first 2 games which received critically high praise don't prove you intrinsically wrong? Well, in his infinite wisdom, Kuno Mars decided to rebuild the game from the ground up into this auto-tuned turd. Def Jam Icon, a one-on-one brawler with no wrestling or special moves. A boring slog of a game which turned what was once exciting and over-the-top fights into what amounted to 2 hobos slapping each other limply. It killed the franchise dead, and in some way I think that's what Frank Kuno wanted all along. Number 6. Dungeon Keeper. Microtransactions. Goddamn microtransactions in what was originally one of the most beloved and quirky PC strategy games. The remake was so shamelessly money-grubbing that it's like downloading a leech to your phone. The simple act of clearing space in your dungeon without the in-game paid-for gems could take hours, days, a whole f***ing lifetime. I don't actually know because as soon as I saw this tactic, it was off my phone quicker than Tinder when Jack the Jobber super liked my profile. Number 5. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. When Microsoft bought Rare, they bought their library of games and IPs with them, effectively taking them from Nintendo and giving Microsoft a new bag of ammo for their console wars. And Microsoft, being Microsoft, took that ammo, pushed each round into their super powerful revolver and shot themselves in the leg and then the family cat. Banjo-Kazooie was announced to return to the Xbox 360 with a trailer that simply said Banjo is back. But as time wore on, Microsoft revealed that the full title was Nuts and Bolts and pushed a brand new feature to let players build vehicles to traverse the terrain and drive over obstacles. Yay! Exactly what I wanted from my platformer! When it finally dropped, fans experienced the next to barren world, a million sub-menus to build poorly controlled vehicles, and an intro which actively mocked the previous games for being collectathons. Microsoft then used the last round in its gun to shoot this franchise dead. Good one. Number 4. Bionic Commando. One of Capcom's classic NES games, Bionic Commando, got the remake treatment in 2008 with Bionic Commando Rearmed, a glorious HD remake. Rearmed, however, was just a prequel to the real reboot, simply titled Bionic Commando. The protagonist Nathan Spencer, now with dreads and a vague ethnicity that he apparently earned in prison, is ensnared in a twirling backstory of Bionic's government conspiracy and oh, who the hell cares? Because the talking point of this is that his arm is his wife. His arm is his wife. She gave her mind to a machine and now his arm is his wife. His arm is his wife. It's so fucking dumb. Oh, his arm is his wife. His arm is as well. Number 3. Narc. Narc, the arcade classic, took the Just Say No campaign to its logical conclusion, taking on drug dealers by blowing them to pieces. It's hilarious and great. Midway rebooted the game for the PS2 in an attempt to get into the open world genre. This Narc now had a star-studded cast featuring Michael Madsen, and Ron Perlman, groan. Pitting the player as two cops chasing a new drug called Liquid Soul, Narc also gave players the choice to sling stolen drugs for cash, or take them and utilize them for power-ups, which saw them battle random addiction cravings in the middle of a gunfight or perp chase. But let's just go over what I've just told you. You're drug-busting cops who can now take said drugs and sell them. It's just so f***ing stupid. Number 2. Bomberman Act Zero. Oh, my beautiful Bomberman, what have they done to you? You used to be so cute and lovable, and now I just want to scrub my eyes with Brillo pads. Released for the Xbox 360 in 2006, Bomberman Act Zero was a rebranding of Bomberman which placed it in a much darker universe. In this story, bomber men born from steel chambers with metallic armor grafted into their skin fight for freedom through waves of endless mechanical arenas. Your strangely sexualized bomber man or bomber woman in black latex with oddly revealing armor must fight through waves of simplistic Bomberman-style gameplay, in either classic top-down view or a new first-person battle camera angle. And there's no ability to save as you traverse over 100 floors, so if you lose, you have to restart the entire thing. Not that you'd want to restart the f***ing thing anyway. And number 1, Space Invaders Invasion Day. Never has a title made me say, oh, just f***ing stop, you silly c***, so quickly and loudly when I discovered its existence than Space Invaders Invasion Day. Also known as Space Raiders in the US, Invasion Day is a cheaply made 3D remake of the original Space Invaders. The players get to choose from 3 characters, all as equally bland as the last, and join them as they gun down wave upon wave of ugly alien invaders that barely resemble the pixel creatures from the arcade game. Oh, and you also do all of this in a dirty alleyway where barrels are your only defense. F*** this game. And that's our list. Got any more regretful reimaginings that you want to share? Well, let me know about them in the comments section below. And if you want to reimagine me in a lacy push-up bra and knickers, then A, don't, and B, come follow me on Twitter at RetroJ0. If you enjoyed the video, then like, share, and subscribe for more. As always, I've been Jules for WhatCulture.com, and I'll speak to you soon.